Like, you guys gotta understand how these women work out here in South America. Like, I'm telling y'all, it's not that much different just because you go to Lima, Peru, Colombia, whatever. Once you run into some shorties that are like not from a country and they're in a group of two, they're selling it. So you're gonna end up buying all these drinks, all this food, all these types of experiences for Shorty, and she's still gonna hit you at the end of the night with an invoice as soon as you try to get some slide in. And a lot of you niggas gonna pay it because you're gonna think to yourself, man, I already done invested all this money in the Shorty, and that's their game. That's their game from the beginning. Their whole game is that. Their whole game is to get you to over invest in them so that by the end of the night, whatever price they hit you with, you're going to pay as close to whatever price that they hit you with because they already got you to invest. And because I'm so used to dealing with that because of Medellin, like I've been telling y'all niggas, is a cheat code. Once you figure out that that's what these girls are on, you don't just jump on bitches because they're showing y'all attention. That's not my vibe. So I'm just like, nah. There's no way. First of all, I don't ever. I'm saying this right now for the record. I don't ever want to hear you niggas mention Southeast Asia and South America in the same sentence ever again when it comes to women. I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Just shut the fuck up. Don't do it. I have not been to any country on the planet that compares to how bad some of those girls are in Colombia. There is no way you're even comparing this shit. Thailand, I see why you guys love it, but the women are definitely not anywhere close to the Colombianas. But I see why you guys love it, because the girls there have just way better energy. Granted, are there some really good-looking Asian girls out there? Yes. Have I had a couple really good-looking Asian girls out there? Yes. But I think after I'm going to another city, so I'm gonna have another week, like review. I'm probably gonna drop the review in the Homies Hub membership. I'm dropping a video now for you guys actually too, to kind of just break down some things I've seen. But right now, it's still premature, but I can pretty much lean on the fact if I ever hear you niggas mention Thailand and the Philippines in the same sentence, I think I might have to slap one of y'all niggas. Like, there's no way you're comparing Thailand to the Philippines. Like, there's no way. Thailand is safer. The women look better. You know what I'm saying? Like, the energy is better. I'm like, what are you guys chasing here? You guys are just chasing poverty? Like, that's what it seems like niggas come here to the Philippines to do. Like, you're just looking for the poorest bitch possible that you could try to convince to be your wife because you couldn't do it nowhere else. Like, I'm just like, there's no way you niggas are telling me right now, like, that you got something solid out here. Like, I'm not saying that niggas can't do it. Like, you can do it because they do speak English. It's probably easier to run game and run riz and all that shit like that. But I think the Philippines is an acquired taste. It's not something you're just gonna get off the plane and fall. You know what I'm saying? But when you're dealing with like you being a foreigner, there's an expectation that automatically gets put on you that doesn't get put on local men. And what ends up happening when a lot of guys go out there to meet women and fall in love and do all this stuff is they really just end up subscribing to trick culture, where they're like going there and they become a woman's source of income rather than being her like lover. So it's just letting these men know, like, hey, don't just run over there and fall head over heels for some of these women. Like, some of these women are not really looking at you as a future lover. They're more kind of like looking at you as somebody that could financially sponsor them. And this happens the first time you go into Colombia or the first few times, and you're still not really learning the culture. Instead of you learning the culture, you're just picking these beautiful women that you're seeing, and you don't even realize that you're dealing with women from the streets because you're not really acclimated to what's going on there. Because we're so used to hookup culture here in the States. Those women over there, they don't subscribe to hookup culture. So when they hook up with you, they're doing that because they want something out of you. And a lot of men don't really realize that. They think they're just going there with good looks, good game, and they're getting these women, and that's not what that is.
Do you come across guys that travel to these countries and they kind of disagree with you onto a certain aspect, or they feel that you're? I mean, do you get some sort of hate or jealousy, or you haven't experienced that yet?
Only on the internet, you know what I mean? It's really only when I go on like the internet, I have people disagreeing and they're saying, "Oh, you're promoting trick culture," and I'm not promoting trick culture. What I'm doing is I'm giving people like a realistic expectation when you go out there as a foreigner that doesn't speak Spanish, don't know how to dance any Spanish, nothing. Like you just going out there because you watched a YouTube video and now you jumping out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like that's not how this works. Like, but when I'm with people in real life, they know that they're tricking. Everybody that I'm with in real life knows that they're tricking. If you're on a short term stay, you're probably tricking. I'm just, I'm just being realistic. For those people that don't think they're tricking, and you know what I mean? You see, like what these guys don't tell you is, yeah, he got a little like Colombian girlfriend, and she bad, and he doesn't pay her to lay every time, but he just paid bills. He just paid her son's tuition, paid medical bit. Like he's not using his brain. He thinking, oh no, I'm just looking out for her, but I'm not tricking. But stop doing those things and see if she hangs around you. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm trying to get these people to understand, that you're tricking no matter what. So, and you're gonna trick, even if you don't realize you're tricking, you're gonna trick because you're going to a country where as soon as you land, you're rich. You're richer than 90% of the population. So, and they could tell from your haircut that you're not from there. You know, they could tell by the way you walk, how you're built, that you probably have a bigger bank account than most of the men here. So they're gonna go after that. That's just women's nature. Doesn't matter.
Oh, and there's a lot of lady boys on Tinder. A lot of lady boys. And I would say it's probably a little bit worse because from what I've been seeing on Tinder in the Philippines that I've been swiping for the last couple hours, not hours, I'm swiping every couple minutes and I kind of like forget about it. I've been seeing some very, very convincing lady boys. Like it's been like, oh, hell nah. The last thing I need is to be looking on Tinder and I'm like, oh my God, this is what I'm talking about. All right, look at this. Look, chat. Look, chat. Don't listen. Don't start calling no bitches bad. Don't say, yo, this bitch bad. Don't say none of that shit until we read her bio. Look at this. This is my prime example of what I'm talking about. Look at this shit. So I just clicked into this shit just now, right? I literally just clicked into this shit. I'm like, oh shit, who this? Who this? Nicole, you know. Let's find out what Nicole talking about. No, let's not find out what Nicole is talking about. First, I'm going to just swipe through the pictures. We're going to just swipe through the pictures real quick, okay? Swipe through the pictures so that y'all can understand what I'm about to show y'all niggas right now, because this shit get diabolical. It gets diabolical. Okay. So, I'm like, okay. What is Nicole talking about right now? Like, right? Sorry, give me a second, guys. I'm trying to like rearrange the screen and shit. Okay. What is Nicole talking about? And then I noticed something about Nicole. So I'm clicking. I just clicked through this just now. You guys are seeing this shit in the same time that I'm seeing it. Y'all seeing this shit the same time that I'm seeing it right now. I click through Nicole. I'm like, okay, Nicole ain't bad. So now you know. Let's take a look at her interest, right? Scroll down, trans. Bro. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. Trans? I don't see it. Like now that I see trans, I'm looking like, okay, I mean, I could kind of see the neck kind of long. the hands kind of masculine. You like feel like you start trying to force yourself to see shit that you ain't seen before. Like, I mean, the chin kind of sharp. That's a whole nigga, bro. That's a whole nigga, bro. That's a whole nigga. So I'm like, yeah, nah. And now I gotta unmatch this because I don't be going through their profiles when I'm like totally different landscape. You guys will talk about Thailand and the Philippines like they're the same place. I want you guys to know something. I know you guys travel a lot. Y'all been all over the fucking world. But some of you niggas that have the most commentary on travel have never traveled. You niggas need to stop mentioning certain countries in the same sentence. Please. 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 Don't mention DR and Colombia like they're the same. Don't mention Cartagena and CTG like they're the same. Don't mention Pattaya and Bangkok like they're the same. You know, even cities within these countries. Don't mention Phuket as if it's Pattaya. Those are two completely different cities, completely different energy, completely different everything. Everything is totally different from those cities. The Philippines. I've only been here for a day. I haven't been anywhere besides the airport and this Airbnb. I went downstairs to go get some food. I came right back upstairs. I could already tell that the Philippines is going to be totally different than Thailand. The fucking Tinder behavior is way different. The Bumble behavior is way different. You know what I'm saying? Like I already know this country is going to be different. So I don't think we should keep mentioning these places in the same breath.
I have way more access to women. You know, women look at me just because I'm American. Like, and I'm not talking about working women. I'm talking about regular women. Women that's working at the mall, cleaning tables. One lady today was like she was tearing me apart with her eyes. She came to clean my table, and she stopped and just looked at me and said something that sounded very, very smooth and sweet in Spanish. She was smiling and wiping my table down. And I didn't know what she said, but I know she wanted me to say something back. She was waiting for it. But I kind of was just looking at her like, I don't know what to say. She wasn't really my type. I wasn't going to try to force a situation, but I did appreciate that attention. So, and I've been getting called handsome, like handsome lindo, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, one thing about being over here, people will always mention that you're black. That's one thing that people do when they're over here is you know, like they mention.